Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. This sentiment rings true when remembering Pamela Bach, whose journey was filled with passion, perseverance, and love. She passed away at 60, leaving behind a legacy of warmth, talent, and strength. Pamela first graced screens with captivating performances, but it was her role as Kay Morgan on Baywatch that made her a household name. As the kind-hearted cafe owner, she brought an undeniable charm to the show, making a lasting impact on its devoted audience. Over the years, she also appeared in Sirens, The Young and the Restless, and several films, proving her versatility as an actress. Her journey began in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where she grew up before pursuing a career in modeling and eventually acting. Moving to Los Angeles in the mid-1980s, she quickly found success, both professionally and personally. On the set of Knight Rider, she met David Hasselhoff, with whom she shared nearly 2 decades of marriage and 2 daughters, Taylor Ann and Haley. Despite facing personal challenges, Pamela remained a devoted mother and later, a proud grandmother. Her social media posts reflected her deep love for her family, consistently sharing moments of joy and gratitude. Her final post, a hopeful New Year's Eve message, expressed excitement for the future with her growing family. Following her passing, heartfelt tributes poured in from friends and fans. David Hasselhoff shared his deep sorrow, asking for privacy during this difficult time. Haley honored her mother with a heartfelt post, sharing a memorable throwback photo from their family's past. Pamela's kindness, resilience, and unwavering love for her family will never be forgotten. She brought light to the lives of many, both on and off the screen. Her legacy lives on through her daughters and granddaughter, as well as through the joy she brought to viewers around the world. Tributes to Pamela Bach. Acting is not about pretending, it's about telling the truth in someone else's shoes. Crystal Donna Roberts lived by these words, bringing depth and honesty to every role she played. Her performances were more than just acting, they were windows into the human spirit. Roberts' career was filled with unforgettable moments, from television dramas like Montana and Valet Van Sluyers to her beloved role as Janice Cupido in Arends Vlaai. She captured hearts and left a lasting impression. Her work on Arends Vlaai earned her multiple award nominations, a testament to her undeniable talent. In film, she was equally remarkable. Her role in Krotoa won her the Best Actress Award at the South African Film and Television Awards, and her performance in The Endless River led to international recognition. Beyond the screen, she was a storyteller, a mentor, and a beacon of kindness. Colleagues admired her humility and dedication, and audiences connected with the raw emotion she brought to each role. She made every character real, every scene unforgettable. Roberts passed away at 41 after a courageous battle with cancer. Her loss is deeply felt by family, friends, fans, and the entertainment world. Her close friend Enrico Hartzenberg shared, "Rest in peace, my dear best friend. My heart is shattered into a million pieces without you." Penguin Films, reflecting on her legacy, described her as an absolute professional whose presence on Arends Vlaai was feisty, sexy, yet deeply emotional. She leaves behind a legacy of performances that will continue to inspire. Though she is no longer with us, her talent and the lives she touched remain unforgettable. Tributes to Crystal Donna Roberts. Everybody loves the sunshine. Few songs capture a feeling like this timeless anthem, and few artists shaped a sound like Roy Ayers. His music blended jazz, funk, and soul, creating something entirely his own. The world has lost a true pioneer, but his influence will never fade. Roy Ayers passed away at the age of 84, leaving behind a legacy that spans generations. A vibraphonist, composer, and producer, he changed the sound of jazz and R&B, bridging genres and inspiring artists across hip-hop, electronic music, and beyond. Born in Los Angeles, his musical journey began early. At just 6 years old, jazz legend Lionel Hampton handed him a pair of vibraphone mallets, sparking a lifelong passion. He first gained national attention in the 1960s, playing with Herbie Mann's quintet, but it was in the 1970s with his band Roy Ayers' Ubiquity that his signature sound emerged. Funk grooves, warm melodies, and deep rhythms became his trademark. Albums like Mystic Voyage and No Stranger to Love cemented his reputation. His soundtrack for Coffee, starring Pam Grier, introduced jazz funk to a wider audience and remains a defining piece of film music history. Beyond his own recordings, Ayers became one of the most sampled artists in hip-hop and R&B. A Tribe Called Quest, Mary J. Blige, Jill Scott, and Tupac all found inspiration in his music. His influence in the acid jazz movement shaped the next wave of musicians, proving that his sound was timeless. Fellow musicians describe Ayers not just as a legend, but as a generous mentor. Through his live performances around the world, from Japan to Europe, he brought joy to millions. BBC Radio 1's Robbie Vincent was one of many who championed his music, further pushing his sound into new spaces. The news of his passing has led to an outpouring of love from fans, artists, and colleagues. His music will continue to live on, playing in sunshine-filled afternoons and in the hearts of those he touched. Roy Ayers' legacy is more than music. It's a movement, a feeling, and a timeless groove. His contributions will never be forgotten. Tributes to Roy Ayers. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. This quote rings especially true for DJ Funk, whose music moved dance floors and lifted spirits across the world. DJ Funk, born Charles E. Chambers III, passed away at the age of 54, leaving behind a legacy that forever shaped the Chicago house music scene. A true pioneer of ghetto house, he blended house, hip-hop, and techno into a high-energy sound that became a defining force in dance music. His infectious beats and party-starting anthems made him a staple in clubs everywhere. Growing up on Chicago's West Side, DJ Funk discovered his passion for music early on. He built his name spinning at house parties and school dances before creating the Do or Die Crew, where he sold mixtapes and sharpened his skills. His love for the craft and relentless work ethic helped him rise from local clubs to international stages. His 1999 album, Booty House Anthems, became a massive success, selling over 1 million copies and solidifying his status as one of the genre's most influential figures. In 2006, he took it a step further by founding Funk Records, helping to push Chicago's dance music forward. His music was more than beats. It was a movement that brought people together, making every set feel like a celebration. Beyond the music, DJ Funk was known for his generosity and mentorship. He inspired countless DJs and producers, leaving an impact far beyond the booth. His presence at events was electric, his energy unmatched, and his passion undeniable. DJ Slugo, a longtime collaborator, shared the news of his passing, calling it a challenging time and thanking fans for their support. The outpouring of love from fellow artists and fans shows just how deeply DJ Funk touched the lives of so many. His legacy will continue in the music he created and the countless people he inspired. Though his time was cut short, his influence and sound will live on in every beat and bass line that fills a dance floor. Tributes to DJ Funk. Randy Brown's voice carried the raw emotion of classic soul, leaving an unforgettable impact on R&B music. His songs weren't just melodies, they were stories, filled with passion and depth. From his early days in Memphis to his solo success, he never lost sight of what made his music so powerful, his ability to connect with people. Growing up in the heart of soul music, Brown started his career in gospel and doo-wop before joining the Newcomers, who found success with Pin the Tail on the Donkey. But his true journey began when he stepped into the spotlight as a solo artist. His 1978 album, Welcome to My Room, introduced the hit I'd Rather Hurt Myself, a song that would gain massive popularity, particularly in Brazil. His follow-up albums, Intimately and Midnight Desire, cemented his place in R&B history, with hits like We Ought to Be Doing It climbing the charts. Working alongside legendary producers like Homer Banks and Chuck Brooks, he crafted music that was smooth, heartfelt, and undeniably soulful. Despite stepping away from the industry for a time, Brown made a return in 2019, performing at London's Jazz Cafe. His voice, still rich with emotion, reminded fans why his music had stood the test of time. At 71, Randy Brown passed away, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire. The music world mourns the loss of a talent whose songs remain timeless. His impact on R&B will never fade, and his voice will always live on. Tributes to Randy Brown. What's trending on the internet? News 1. The remains of a 73-year-old Indianapolis man who went missing over a year ago while hiking in Mesa Verde National Park have been identified, bringing closure to his family. The National Park Service announced that Thomas Irwin's remains were discovered on February 28 during a continued search effort using human remains detection canines. Irwin was last seen on January 15, 2024, hiking the Petroglyph Point Trail. His family reported him missing the next day, prompting a large-scale search that initially lasted 10 days. Despite these efforts, Irwin was not found at the time. We sincerely appreciate the dedication of the Mesa Verde Resource and Visitor Protection Team, who never gave up, said Mesa Verde Superintendent Casey Cook. We hope this discovery brings some peace to his family. Authorities believe Irwin had embarked on a solo road trip from Los Angeles to his home in Indiana before stopping at the park. His vehicle was found parked near the headquarters area on the day of his disappearance. Officials confirmed that Irwin had cognitive impairment and may not have had his necessary medications with him. The discovery of his remains allows his loved ones to have answers after a long period of uncertainty. The National Park Service continues to emphasize the importance of safe hiking practices, particularly for solo travelers. Irwin's family expressed gratitude for those who worked tirelessly in the search efforts, thankful for the closure they now have. News 2. Authorities in Tennessee are continuing their investigation into the tragic accident that claimed the life of 35-year-old Kristen Fundo. Fundo was driving home after dinner with a friend on February 28 when her vehicle veered off the road and became submerged in a retention pond in East Shelby County. Shelby County Sheriff's Office deputies arrived at the scene that evening, and search and rescue teams recovered her vehicle in the early morning hours of March 1st. Her husband, who was working overseas, became increasingly worried after their video call at the restaurant ended and he could not reach her. His text messages, expressing growing concern, went unanswered. Investigators do not suspect foul play, and Fundo's cause of death remains under review. Authorities are also examining reports that her vehicle may have been involved in an earlier incident that evening. As the investigation continues, Fundo's family has launched a fundraiser to support funeral expenses and honor her memory. Kristen was a light in everyone's life, wrote her family. They expressed deep gratitude for the outpouring of love and support from friends in the community. Law enforcement officials encourage drivers to exercise caution, especially at night, and remind the public of the importance of reporting any unusual road conditions. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office remains committed to gathering all necessary details to provide answers to Fundo's loved ones. News 3. A landscaping professional is being remembered for his dedication and kindness following an accident at Northwest Vista College in San Antonio, Texas. On March 3rd, emergency responders arrived at the college after reports of an accident involving a commercial lawnmower. According to authorities, Jorge Gonzalez, 55, was operating the machine when it went over a ledge, causing him to fall into a drainage area. Despite the quick actions of first responders, Gonzalez was pronounced deceased at the scene. Northwest Vista College and the Alamo College's district confirmed Gonzalez's identity and expressed their condolences in a statement. Our hearts go out to his family, friends, and colleagues during this incredibly difficult time. We are offering counseling services to employees and students who need support, a spokesperson said. Gonzalez was known for his strong work ethic and dedication to maintaining the college grounds. Colleagues and friends have described him as a hard-working and kind-hearted individual who took great pride in his job. As the community mourns, safety reminders for landscaping professionals have been highlighted. Experts encourage operators to always wear protective gear, remain aware of terrain changes, and conduct regular equipment checks to prevent accidents. Family, friends, and members of the college community have come together to honor Gonzalez, with plans to establish a memorial to recognize his contributions. His dedication and impact will be remembered by those who knew him. News 4. A Minnesota community is remembering the life of 16-year-old track athlete Espoir Messit, who passed away following a medical emergency near his high school. Messit was discovered on a trail near Maple Grove Senior High School on February 25th. Bystanders immediately stepped in to provide aid before emergency responders arrived. Despite their efforts, he was transported to a hospital, where he later passed away. A GoFundMe page set up in his honor confirmed that Messit suffered cardiac arrest. Organizers described him as a dedicated student with a passion for science and sports, someone who positively impacted everyone around him. The Maple Grove Fire Department and police officials responded quickly to the emergency, with multiple teams working together to assist the young athlete. Officials have stated that an investigation is ongoing as they await medical reports. School officials expressed their condolences, highlighting Messit's contributions to the track team and the kindness he showed to his classmates. Principal Bart Behr confirmed that the incident did not occur during an official practice. Community members have rallied around Messit's family, offering support and condolences. A funeral was held on March 4th, bringing together those who knew him to celebrate his life. Friends and family have emphasized his positive energy and determination, ensuring that his legacy will continue to inspire others. The fundraiser aims to provide assistance to his loved ones during this difficult time. News 5. A Louisiana community is honoring the life of Seth Falcon, a dedicated outdoorsman whose love for the water brought joy to those around him. The 38-year-old was found in the Bannister Canal in Lower St. Martin Parish on February 28th, 4 days after he was last seen. Authorities believe Falcon was out fishing with his loyal dog when his boat struck a pylon, leading to an accident. His vessel was later discovered unmanned, with his dog waiting nearby. The faithful companion has since been reunited with Falcon's family. Described as a skilled pipe fitter and an adventurous spirit, Falcon found happiness in nature. Whether fishing, hunting with his father, or simply taking an evening cruise, he cherished every moment outdoors. His family remembers him as a kind-hearted friend with a bright smile, always ready to bring laughter to those around him. Community members have come together to support Falcon's loved ones, sharing memories and offering condolences. A funeral service is set for March 6th, providing an opportunity for family and friends to celebrate his life. The St. Martin Parish Coroner's Office is currently determining the official cause of death. In the meantime, those who knew Falcon take comfort in the thought that he is at peace, surrounded by the beauty of nature that he loved so much. His legacy of kindness, adventure, and deep appreciation for the outdoors will continue to inspire all who knew him. News 6. A community in Oregon has come together in a dedicated search effort for 2-year-old Dayne Paulson, who was last seen playing outside his home in Siletz on March 1st. Authorities have now focused their search along the Siletz River after evidence suggested the toddler may have been near the water's edge before disappearing. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office has coordinated an extensive search effort, deploying more than 100 volunteers, drones, trained K-9 units, and watercraft to cover nearly 700 acres. Specialized search teams, including sign cutters trained to track movement, are working tirelessly to locate Dayne. "We are doing everything we can to bring Dayne home," Sheriff Adam Shanks stated during a press conference. "The support from the community has been incredible, and we remain hopeful." Despite the challenges, Dayne's family has expressed deep gratitude for the overwhelming response from neighbors, search teams, and those offering assistance. The search remains active, and authorities continue to encourage anyone with information to contact the tip line. officials remain committed to exploring all possibilities and ensuring that every lead is thoroughly investigated. The community continues to rally around the Paulson family, offering hope and strength as the search continues. News 7. Felicia Behr, a trailblazer in daytime television, is being remembered for her contributions to the industry and the legacy she leaves behind. Behr, who played a pivotal role in shaping iconic soap operas such as All My Children, Ryan's Hope, and As the World Turns, passed away at the age of 82 after a courageous 5-year battle with brain cancer. Starting her career in television in the 1960s, Behr quickly rose through the ranks, working on legendary programs like The Jackie Gleason Show and One Life to Live before helping launch All My Children in 1970. Her leadership and storytelling expertise earned her multiple Daytime Emmy Awards, including wins in 1992 and 1994, and cemented her status as a force in the soap opera world. Beyond her executive roles, Behr was known for mentoring the next generation of television professionals, teaching at Drexel University and working in international TV production. Colleagues and friends describe her as a visionary, dedicated to crafting compelling narratives that resonated with audiences. Her family, including her children and grandchildren, shared their gratitude for the outpouring of love and support. Donations in her memory can be made to Gray for glioblastoma or New York Women in Film and Television. Behr's passion for storytelling, her unwavering dedication to the industry, and her warm spirit will continue to inspire those who follow in her footsteps. Hurricane Harvey tested us, but Houstonians stood strong. These words from Sylvester Turner captured his spirit, a leader who met every challenge with resilience and heart. His passing at the age of 70 leaves a void in the city he loved and served tirelessly. Turner's journey began in Houston's Acres Homes community, where he learned the values of hard work and perseverance. He excelled academically, becoming valedictorian of his high school, before earning degrees from the University of Houston and Harvard Law School. His passion for justice led him to law, but his true calling was public service. For nearly 3 decades, Turner represented Houston in the Texas House of Representatives, becoming a powerful voice for his community. As mayor, his leadership transformed the city. He championed pension reform that saved Houston from financial peril, launched initiatives to uplift underserved neighborhoods, and navigated crises with steady resolve. During Hurricane Harvey, his decisive actions and calm presence reassured a city in distress. Instead of ordering mass evacuations, he focused on emergency response, working closely with officials to ensure safety and stability. His leadership in that moment became one of his defining legacies. Even after completing 2 terms as mayor, Turner remained committed to service. In 2024, he won a seat in Congress, continuing his fight for equitable policies and disaster preparedness. His time in Washington was brief, but his impact was lasting. Beyond politics, Turner was known for his warmth, humor, and unshakable belief in his city's potential. His leadership was not about titles, it was about action, compassion, and unwavering dedication. Renu Kator, president of the University of Houston, paid tribute, saying, "Sylvester Turner was a natural-born leader, humble servant, and a proud UH alum who made a profound impact on our university, city, and state. He will be sorely missed." Turner is survived by his daughter Ashley. His memory will live on in the policies he fought for, the communities he uplifted, and the city he forever changed. His passing is a tremendous loss, but his legacy will inspire generations to come. Tributes to Sylvester Turner.